That looks like the inside of a butthole. Not that I would know what the inside of a butthole looks like, I guess. I am not a gynecologist? Is it gynecologists who do buttholes? Wow, this looks exactly the way it did on PC. Although on PC, you could download so many mods for this game, you could actually change the way the menu looked. Welcome, everyone. My name is Pooderoo. I'll be your Let's Player for today, should you so choose. And today we're playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent. If those of you who've never heard of Amnesia The Dark Descent, this is a horror game that put a lot of YouTubers, Let's Players, streamers, and stuff on the map. Most notably of all, probably the most famous of all the Amnesia players, is PewDiePie. And it's one of those games that it just blew up. It was like Five Nights at Freddy's. It wasn't relatively unknown, it just wasn't a cult classic until it was, and suddenly everybody was playing it. It rolled, it snowballed into fame, and the modding community went absolutely crazy. So this was first released for the PC, much like Frictional Games' first games, the Penumbra games, which were addictive, and I'm hoping we'll get a port over to consoles someday. But yeah, Amnesia The Dark Descent was the first in the series. A new Amnesia game has recently come out. I think it came out in 2020. But it hasn't been released on the Xbox. I'm very sore about that. I'm hoping it's just they have exclusivity for a couple months, and eventually they will release the new Amnesia on the Xbox. And I first played this game... It wasn't even PewDiePie who I first watched videos of this game. I watched it, I don't even know who the YouTuber was, I just found the video, and it was a reaction compilation, much the way I do my videos, no camera, just a guy, voiceover, and he was hilarious. Him and his friends, I think he was just in a, online chat with his friends, like voice chat. I don't think they were all playing Amnesia because it's a single-player game. I don't think they were all playing Amnesia together. I think he was playing it while they were playing something else, but he recorded his audio in the party and the video of him playing, and it was so funny. And once I found out what game he was playing, I googled, oh, Amnesia The Dark Descent, I need to watch as many videos as I could, because I was like 12 at the time. And I found PewDiePie. And I think I'd already ordered the game for my PC at that time. And then I was watching PewDiePie, and then when the game arrived, I was like, oh my god, yes, I finally get to play it. And my laptop couldn't run Amnesia. So my dad looked up my laptop specs, and bless him, he bought me Penumbra. So I played those while I waited for Christmas so that I could get a new laptop to play Amnesia. I got to play Penumbra on my first ever crappy notebook laptop. Amnesia and Penumbra were the first horror games where I really got my teeth into them, and I was like, this is why people play horror games, this is why they watch horror films. Is for that rush. And I've played this game many times. I know mostly what I'm doing, and the scares don't really scare me much anymore, but it is a great experience, and I can't wait to share this with you. So, without further ado, I've rattled on for a long time now.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel.
You must, Daniel.
I live in London.
It is.
At
Mayfair.
Mayfair. What have I done?
Yes.
This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I
Jeff?
am Daniel.
You sure about that? Don't forget. Save it now, or risk doing it again. So yeah, there's actually an achievement you can net right off the bat is when you wake up, quit the game, and you get an achievement that I'm pretty sure is just called Nope. I think one of the experiences I appreciated most playing this on console from having played it on PC first was being able to actually experience the game at its highest graphics setting. Because playing it on my PC when I eventually could, I still had to run the game at quite a low graphics setting. Because my very first proper PC, because my first laptop was a notebook, my very, very, very first proper PC was not good for gaming. Picked up a tinderbox. Picked up a chair. Clang, clang, clang. See, I've played this game quite a few times. I've only ever played it once on console. Oh, Daniel, steady. Steady, Daniel. Come on, lad. Get your legs out under you. That's it. That's it. You don't deserve a head. Neither do you. Give me that. They're watching me. Yes. Can I help you? Do you require my assistance? Man, you've got to get some draft excluders in here. The wind just blew the door open. In the docks? Thank you. I hear your squishy footsteps. I don't appreciate your squishy footsteps, but I hear them. Well, you've been squishing down this hallway, huh? Is it blood? You can't scare me, fam. I've played this game too many times. I will not scream once during my whole playthrough, I bet. I'm just gonna take a nap right here. I'm quite tired. Nope. That was one of my favorite mechanics when I first started playing this game, was just being able to interact with everything. And was one of my favorite things about Penumbra as well. Just, tin boxes. Just being able to grab everything, throw it around, take things with you. That was awesome. Nice flip. Could be used by pressing X. Ah. Nice. You know, for chandeliers, you guys are pretty loud. Cut it out. That sounds fine. I'm sure someone's just waking up, having a good old yawn. About to go grab some Folgers, since that is the best part of waking up. Having Folgers in your cup. Oh, hey. Nice. I'm sure I was meant to do that. Schwong.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel. Is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to
God?
the refinery, have you not?
Is that you?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected
God?
to the... What did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay. Thanks, man. I can't remember the last time I actually played this game. Whoa, 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 hey. I don't remember that. Eh. Nah, I don't think that was gonna work. What about this one? Eh. No, no. Do you want this one? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find more boxes. Would you like a vase? Kobe. Kobe. Chevy. Oh, can you imagine owning a place like this? Can you imagine cleaning a place this big? Me throwing all the books around, I'm merely just making sure that the cleaner gets a full day's work, you know? I don't want Alexander paying for a service he doesn't need. Wouldn't want that at all now, would we, Alex?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that
There's
evening,
always more.
we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow,
At least it's
I
not
shall lead
hot.
the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh no. Whatever did you do? I mean, Lara Croft you ain't, so I highly doubt you climbed out with the efficiency and skill that she would. Okay. My bad. Well, enjoy your final resting place. Fragile, but not breakable by hand. Breakable by head? Hi-ya! I mean, I was kind of joking, but cool. Alright. Tabula. Tabule? Maps. That's an AE. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Oh, there's that cave-in you mentioned. Thanks for the warning, Alex. I'll take Cave-In for 500, Alex. Kingdom of Prussia. Central Prussia. Under Prussia. Whoa, whoa, hey, whoa. All I did was touch the note. I didn't realize it was a port key
May,
from Harry Potter.
1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Ooh, pretty. Pardon? Should I stutch it?
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped.
It was a
my fingers
giant
and
ball.
began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Why'd you break it? Daniel. Butterfingers?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
You'd never be too careful, Daniel. There is some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Oh, so we made it then. My bad. Local folklore. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountain stressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there is some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstad, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? And what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family in the castle nearby Alstad, and like many of those of noble birth, rumours are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands. Rhinelands? Like Rhinestone lands? Claiming the role... He's a cowboy. Claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west. He is a cowboy! Over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. He's a cult cowboy. And a rhinestone one at that.
Like a rhinestone cowboy!
Getting cards and letters from people he don't even know. And offers coming over the phone. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his tools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Oh, well that's the funky wine, huh? You're gonna put something in it. Yoinkus! Well, the music isn't musicking, so... Can I leave? Hello? Guten Tagen? Guten Morgen? Hello? Dear fellow? Hello? Have a box? See me? Well, I got a box regardless, so... The joke's on you, really. Keep the box. I don't want it. Ow! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Cut it out. Simmer down, y'all. Guess I won't be going that way. Ah! I wonder if I can get it through that gap. Huh! Huh! Hey! Maybe one of the others? Maybe one of these. Shoot! Oh, almost. Hey, wait, that almost went in. Yep. Yep. Maybe if I jump shot it. Whoop. I am not Shaquille O'Neal. These free throws should be going through. Yes! Oh, take that, Shuck. I actually love Shuck. I shouldn't be saying those things. Actually, I bought Shaq Fu a little while ago and it's really fun.
There should be more coop rats.
More coop, right?
Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
2 parts Cooperite, 1 part Aquaforti. What about tinderboxes? You must leave room in your life for tinderboxes, Alexander! Alexander, there is loud screaming going on. I hope that's you. Oh, hey. Oh, hey! One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Yours lovingly, Alex. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. Yeah, Jesus, stay behind your stone slab. Stop waking up every 3 days. What if I don't want to turn off my lantern? Then I'll be in the dark. And the dark is scary. Alright, fine, I'll come back later. That'd be rude. Did you just poop rocks from your wooden butthole? That is a skill I need to learn. Let's grab the note first. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm. House of Girich. These are my final words. My confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy. As was most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I'd been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine. My men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. No longer what? Blood was coming from your eyes, not your mouth. I will grab this. Calamine. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, buddy. Do you have a clonk on your noggin, friend? Right, I wasted all those tinderboxes. Thanks for reimbursing me. It became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the 2 young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gunsmoke. And so begins the tale of Les Miserables. Any second now, Hugh Jackman's gonna pop up and be like, hey. See? I told you! Hugh? Hugh, are you down there? I have the 4 chemicals, you monster. Ah. So it doesn't really matter which tap I... It's a bit useless getting angry now. I've almost mixed the concoction. They're incredibly pretty colors. Look at that. A pot of acid. We're gonna trip out? Oh no, not again. Mementos Mori. The stairs have collapsed, find a way to climb back up. Not gonna lie, the bang that just made did actually make me jump. I've played this before, I know what I'm doing. Kinda. He sat down by the Casper wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto the sand-veiled ground. Was Casper a friendly ghost? Hey. Eat shit and die. To the refinery.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you
Yeah,
keep going
duh.
straight and make sure not to stray.
Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Oh, no, the music's still going. I'm in danger! Okay. I'm not gonna go that way because you screamed at me, so I'm gonna go this way. Maybe if you hadn't have been so rude, I would wish to stay and chat. I beg your pardon. Just let me read my note.
1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Picked up a Binder Tinder. I will not be swiping right.
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Well, you found it in an otherworldly place. Alright, I will stop throwing the boxes around. I'm sorry. There's no need to get that dramatic about it. It was a lapse in judgment on my part. Oh yes! Of course. I forgot about you. Can I jump? Are you solid? Whoa. That was close. Here, you like books? That one's on the house. Hold on, wait. I meant to... The Spirit of Christ compels you! I don't want to go. It didn't seem to be all that compelling, if I'm honest. Hey-yo! That worked? Huh. You can't catch me! I went the wrong way! Oh, bugger! Oh, shit! The scares don't really scare me much anymore. Can't scare me, fam. I've played this game too many times.
Can't scare me, fam.
Have fun censoring that later, Eddie. I love giving my editor the hardest job possible. The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is lava. Boop. Go fetch. We like book. Book yummy. Num num num. Piece of papier. It appears as though I can jump straight over your head, so you must be rather small in stature. That roar behind you. Oh. Flimmening, flommening, flips. I am one of those shitty dicks. You want an arm? Hiya, Georgie. Hello. Hello, bye-bye. Ah, wait, hey, whoa, hey, wait, hey, no. Go eat your arm. You invisible Pennywise motherfucker. What do you think I was doing? Having a fucking party and flurrying arms around like I just don't resound? Throwing the arms in the air like I have no hair. My name's Colin Mockery. Let's go! Ugh. Why are you coming after me? I threw some flesh on the floor. Go! Open the door! Get on the floor! Do the dinosaur! I'm fine. That bit just always gets me. Oh, fine. Fine. Everything is okay. In the hizzy. It's locked with a simple lock. Well, I have a simple lock pick. What is that? Oh, it's a blob. No, you can stay there. I'm fine. I don't like that noise. I don't like that noise at all. I forgot that it gets worse. I will not scream once during my whole playthrough, I bet. It adds theatricality. Yeah, no, I'm not scared. This is perfectly normal. Normal behavior for someone who isn't scared. Oh my god, that was so scary.
Can't scare me, fam.
I don't like being chased. Oh, I don't like being chased. If I can outrun it, then fine. But the invisible beast in this game has always gotten to me. Do you remember at the beginning of this stream when I said, "Hey, I've played this game so many times before, it won't scare me"? I had completely forgotten about that bit.